recording this video because I'm a little bit distracted right now to be like writing things down, and I have a lot to do today while I'm also nursing a kink in my neck. But I need to store these thoughts somewhere because they will not be stored in my brain, that's for sure. I want to work on the topic of New Year's values. So people get stuck up on, what their New Year's resolutions are, what they're going to change, what they want to do better, and it's more goal oriented, things they're going to accomplish. But when I think about the post that I saw today about New Year's intentions, I liked that idea, and it took me to the thought of values, which I liked even more than the idea of intentions. It's great to have goals, but goals you can fail at meeting. And apparently only 8% of people follow through with their New Year's resolutions. I don't do well with goals. I get sidetracked and I lose focus and I forget that I'm supposed to be working on them, and they don't work for me. Intentions, I think, are great, but intentions stem from an idea of what we value anyway. So I kind of want to go into this year thinking about New Year's values, building a value system that is maybe new or improved, or new and improved. Values are how we live our life, right? So what we believe in, that makes us who we are, that guides how we live, that guides our decisions. Things like respect and work ethic and honesty and integrity and being considerate, and those kind of values, values in your character, I guess we could say that. And I just want to think about things differently this year. So 2020 was spent a lot on emotional healing and mental health and healing, healing from childhood adversity, societal pressures, conditioning from my family, the idea of values and success being looks and money and fitness and success as the world perceives. And those aren't what I value. I want to look at things differently, as far as like I don't want to value losing weight, because that again implies a goal. I want to value health, because that is sustainable and long term. That's something that benefits beyond a goal. For me, once you meet a goal, then what are you? Have you met your potential? Like, have you met? Okay, you've arrived. No, that's not fair. So basing values on not goal oriented, but a way of life. And so I don't want to value losing weight. I want to value my body. I want to value what it can do for me. I want to value making it healthy. I want to value strength, physically and emotionally. I want to value just being able to live in my body. So will weight loss come with that? I'm sure if exercise is part of this value system, if movement is part of this value system, then yeah, that's obviously going to impact me physically. I just remembered my bunny is still in his nighttime cage, about 2 hours too late. Whoops, I'll take him out right now. I want to value kindness. I've always joked and said, I'm not a nice person. I'm a good person. I try to live good. I try to respect others. I try to be considerate, right? But I think kindness is undervalued. And a lot of kindness is spent from people who act like they're nice and aren't really good. And so I want to challenge myself, and I've already started doing this, of like being the kindest person in a room, being the kindest person at the store, being the kindest person that goes through the drive-through. Because I'm by nature cynical and like, well, I'm never going to see these people again, whatever. And I'm not rude. I just don't try very hard. I'm just in my world and in and out. But can that kindness impact someone's day? Can you make someone smile? Can you just, even in that passing time, just make a difference in that short interaction. So I want to value kindness. I want to value self-love, because I think we can tend to look outside for love and acceptance. And so I think to love, we have to first accept. So I want to value self-acceptance and self-love. Accepting things about us that are just who we are, our personality, our character flaws, our personality traits, For me, obviously, you guys know I get too loud. I get too hyper. I say things like, crap, I shouldn't have said that. I'm reactive. I am impulsive. Those are things that I think get on people's nerves. They get on my nerves. And I try to be aware, but if I'm overly aware, I'm not authentic. And then I'm shutting myself down, or I'm not embracing myself, and I'm functioning out of shame versus out of intentionality. So I don't want to be shameful. I don't want to be ashamed of me and my characteristics and my personality. But I want to be intentional. So embracing, accepting, loving me, realizing that same boldness that makes me say stupid things is the boldness other people have admired and said, man, I wish I could just stand up for people like you, or I wish I could just speak my mind like you. And that taking that external validation and moving it internal and going, no, you know what? I have this gift of boldness and I'm going to love it. And I have this gift of energy and I'm going to use it for good. And I have a gift of excitement and silliness and passion that can, ignite that in others. And can it be overwhelming? Sure, sometimes I'm too much for people. But can it also bring just a good time? Can it also bring laughter and joy? Yeah. And so self-acceptance and self-love, I want to value this year. This year, I want to value eating properly, fueling my body. It kind of goes into the same thing I said as far as like losing weight or body awareness. But I want to be body aware, meaning knowing what my body needs, knowing how it feels, giving it attention. And that even means with what I'm eating. Am I, is it a diet? No. Am I going to eat what I want? Yeah. But can I incorporate, eating green beans with my Popeyes chicken strips, right? Can I incorporate, if I eat crappy, like a cup of noodle because I'm lazy at lunch, can I also have an apple? So considering nurturing my body as a value and valuing it. So, you know, can I value money more? This year, the last probably year and a half, 2 years, we've spent more because we, for the first time, weren't stressed out, barely made, like we had extra, I should say. And it was a blessing, and we lived in the blessing. And I would tell God, like, I want to give more, and I want to give to charities more, and I want to help people more. And God really was like, just enjoy the blessing right now. You are your charity right now. Like, basically, this life is our charity. This is what he wanted to bless through our finances. And we enjoyed it. We weren't irresponsible, but we didn't save. So I want to value money more. I lost a lot of value for money when we were so broke, and it was like easy come, easy go. It's just money. But I want to value it in the sense of, like, I need to be more intentional with saving. You know, even a little bit here and there, and just intentionally save. So I just want to kind of put that out there and see if this is something you guys want to work on with me. I'm not one that does well with goals. I'm not one that does good with, you know, expectation. But I can incorporate things just as a value system, without that loss, without the risk of failure, or because once I feel like I'm failing, I throw in the towel. I'm done. Like, I have no interest. Once I'm failing, I'm like, it's over. I'm bored, or, you know, move on. So originally I wasn't going to send this to anybody, and it was just for my own reminder what to write later. But as I'm talking, I'm thinking of people that I would love to invite into this. So if I send this to you, you're invited to join me in identifying New Year's values. And if you come up with a better name, whatever, but those are where I'm at. That's where I'm at this year, and we're going into the next year. I hope that people had a lot of time to reflect on their values this year, being separated from each other and being home and not being employed, and, you know, realizing how, or seeing others not employed, or, you know, unemployed. I hope that we as a whole have had it, you know, society as a whole, I hope, has had an opportunity to reflect on values. But if you get this from me, let me know after you watch all freaking 14 minutes of this, because I talk too much. But I love that because I'm expressive. Okay, valuing perception. How do we, what's our perspective? How do we see things? Anyway, okay. If you get this message, let me know if you want to work on this together. I don't know what that means exactly, but you're invited to work on this. Alrighty? Okay. Ciao.